Welcome to another episode of the Pencil Pushers Project. If this is your first time listening to our podcast, we primarily discuss music. We also talk about pop culture, sports, entertainment, current events, so on and so forth. I am one half of the group, Jae, and I'm also joined by my brother, Xae.
What's good, y'all?
What's good with you, man? How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I've been up since 7:30 though, so I'm kind of tired, honestly.
Yeah, me
But
too. Yeah, before you pulled up, bro, I was nodding off.
To that Spillage Village.
But we'll get into that in a second, man.
Yeah.
Weather's dropping. Fall is
Upon us.
officially here.
Winter is coming.
Yeah. So that's a relief. Don't do it yet. The Uggs, not yet. not yet. We ain't forget.
Hey, somebody texted me about that title. They were like, Uggs in the summer. Who thought of that?
Oh, triggered.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
I have a comment about y'all episode title. Like, yo, listen, Hit Dogs Holler. It's not my problem.
Hey.
Not my problem. Good week, man. Everything good?
Yeah, it's just been a busy. I'm in the process of looking for a new apartment.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I might have found the lucky winner because I'm moving out of here. Did I tell you I found dog poop in the hallway?
Nah, but you told me worse things. That's not even the worst thing you told me. But that's like
I told you worse.
You told me worse things about being here, like some of your experiences.
Oh yeah, I have.
So this is like
that's light work.
That's light work.
It's time to go, man.
That was the final straw though. After all the shit
So about 2 days ago, actually, I was pulling up, and I was looking for somewhere to park, and it was an empty parking spot, and I pulled up, and there was a watermelon there. It's just a watermelon. I was like, wait, somebody left a whole ass watermelon out here?
What if they were like saving that spot? Like,
that's what I was thinking. I was like, man, somebody definitely did this on purpose.
But why a watermelon? Like, what's wrong with people, man?
It was weird, man. And it was like, it had like a napkin sticking out of it. Like, they put a hole in it and stuck a napkin in it and just left it.
Yeah, leave this place.
It's time to go, man.
It's time to leave, man.
And I hate my upstairs neighbors.
Among other things. It's like,
how are we going?
Also, man. It's going pretty good, man. I got it's been crazy. It's been busy, but I'm not complaining. I don't know if I told you, I'm down to twice a week for my chiropractor adjustments. I was going 3 times a week. So yeah, man. So
you feel better?
Yeah. I was having headaches before I started going there, and those kind of went away right away. And I feel better, and I've just gotten a lot more in tune with my body.
Go ahead.
No, just the overall experience of just going consistently, and I do like home therapy as well. They give you some stuff to kind of do on your own, as far as like reestablishing traction in my neck and different things like that. But
how does going to a chiropractor fix headaches? What's that link?
If you have a nerve of some sort that may be like getting pinched, and that could affect like for me it was like my sleeping. Like I could sleep for maybe 3 hours at a time, and then I would wake up and like I would have, it wasn't like a migraine, but it's just like a dull headache.
Okay.
So sometimes it just comes from that. Like for me, part of it was a situation with my neck, and that I think that's most likely from just like the pillows that I had when I was sleeping.
Oh, you got cheap pillows?
Yeah, man. We all pay a price in the end, but
yeah.
So
people don't realize how important a good mattress and pillows are.
Yeah, man. You don't really care until you care, and now like
that's true.
But it's going pretty good. Aside from that. Kroger, don't put mangoes on sale if they not ripe. I know.
What?
I bought mangoes because they had them on sale. So when they on sale, you thinking like,
these about to go bad.
Yeah, like so I'm getting ready to like, and I tested them, not tested them, but I felt them out. Like I was like, all right, we'll bet. So I went to like cut them open. I'm like, what the fuck?
These just too good.
Yeah,
they're fresh out the farm.
Yeah, man, sorcery, man. The betrayal. That's first world problems. Man. But we got a lot of music dropped this week.
A lot.
And we're gonna get into that soon.
too much.
Too
it
much.
was too much music.
I'm not gonna hold you. Some of the reviews may be kind of rushed because I gave 6 hours to the game of music, trying to listen to. I listened to like 4 different albums.
I listened to
in a day. So I'll do my best, ladies and gentlemen. But I guess let's go ahead and get into the news that shocked the world. After a hiatus, Vin Diesel put out.
That was good.
Vin Diesel dropped. The streets wasn't even ready for it.
That was good.
Yeah,
I wasn't ready for it.
I know.
Oh, yeah. I remember when you sent me that link. You sent me the Spotify link. I'm like, Vin Diesel. I thought it was fake.
I thought it was fake too. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm not bullshitting. Vin Diesel put out a song, "Feel Like I Do."
And it's a banger.
It's a banger in certain sectors. If you go to JCPenney,
Gap,
Express,
Old Navy,
Macy's, Abercrombie and Fitch.
Man, I better not ever hear that song in the fucking store.
You will.
I know, man.
If you go to what's the Bed Bath and Beyond.
Yo, Vin Diesel about to make so much money off that song.
That was quite frankly the most confusing thing I saw this entire weekend.
Oh yeah.
It
was so random too.
Why is Vin Diesel dropping music?
You think you got an album coming out?
I hope to God he don't.
Yo, if this man drop an album, we gotta do that review.
I will force myself to listen to it.
That's gonna be, bro.
I've listened to worse. Well, maybe not worse, but I've listened to some niggas I ain't want to listen to. And hell, why the hell not?
That's what happens when like celebrities make too much money and they just get bored. They can just call up one of their little DJ friends and say, "Yo, make me a beat. I feel like making a song."
And somebody really like tried hard too. They're like, "Yo, we gonna give you a song, and we're gonna make it sound like."
Oh,
something.
they gave that man the top of the line EDM beat.
Oh my God, man,
bro, his voice so damn deep.
What did they put that on the Fast 9 soundtrack?
Bro, I hope to God they do. That's what I was hoping. I was like, oh man, this gotta pop up.
Yo, you can't be Dom trying to pump niggas, and that's the song you got playing.
What if they put it behind like one of his fights?
You trying to body slam a nigga?
But you don't feel like I do.
Oh my God.
That would be perfect. If there's like a line between him and Letty, and she's like, "You don't love me." He's just like, "You don't feel like I do."
Oh, listen, man. Just when they already going to space in this movie. And
I can't believe they announced that. That's some crazy.
You gotta go another step further.
You know, it's funny. I don't know if you heard. I'm pretty sure you heard about the video game, the terrible video game that came out. Did you hear? They made a video game for Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
They actually had a mission where they went in. They kind of foreshadowed it. They had to use a Challenger to stop a whole ass rocket.
Jesus Christ.
It was great. I saw a video of the mission. It was funny.
All right, so all streaming platforms, all DSPs, check it out. Vin Diesel.
Honestly, I think everybody should check it out.
Like
I think that song. I think it didn't get enough love. Like
it didn't.
It didn't get enough attention for
the Kelly Clarkson show. Tried to give it some props, and I don't know if
Bro, I didn't even know Kelly Clarkson had a show.
I don't know nothing no more. I didn't know this nigga had a song. I don't know anything anymore.
I thought they would put it like on Good Morning America or something. Nah, you know what? They probably rejected that shit.
Wait. Oh, just wait.
Oh, you think it's coming?
Oh, just wait. It's got to make its rounds. It's got to make.
How many songs they giving Vin Diesel on the soundtrack?
They'll give him 2.
Yeah, I can see 2.
They'll give him 2.
I can see that.
Oh my God. All right. Threw a curveball. I was trying to figure out how to set that up.
Yeah, that was a nice curve. I didn't see that curve. I thought that was nice.
Yeah, I was gonna hit you with the obvious. We'll get to that in a moment. But first, you want to get out the serious stuff.
Yeah, man. Let's go ahead and
all right,
get right into it.
So we're gonna touch back on the current happenings in the Breonna Taylor case. As you all may know, I believe last week the family received a settlement in the amount of $12 million, which, with a civil settlement, that wasn't really promising to me personally. But
nah, not really.
You know, they said the settlement included other means of police reform. Just a lot of, I think, just lip service. I don't know if anything will really be substantiated. But anyway, moving forward, the ex-officer, one of the ex-officers, was charged with wanton endangerment, and I'm not gonna lie, I had to look that up. I was like, "What the hell is that?" No, I know what it is now.
You know what it is now?
Yeah, I know what it is now.
Go ahead and explain it.
But basically, because they fired the officers fired their weapons, and other neighbors could have been harmed because some of the bullets went through the walls.
Right.
That's what he was charged with. So not actually the murder of Breonna Taylor at all. Actually, the neighbors. So the neighbors actually got justice, but not the family of Breonna Taylor.
That's crazy.
That's the law. That's not the,
That's an insane law.
That is the law. So the $12 million of, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what that means to the family. I'm sure, as of what was it, Friday or Thursday?
Yeah, it was Thursday.
So yeah, and you already kind of saw the writing on the wall anyway, just from they were boarding up windows.
They put the city in a state of emergency on Tuesday.
Yeah, man. So
they already knew.
So yeah, I don't think this comes as a huge surprise to anyone. It's just added frustration in a situation that was shitty from the start.
Yeah, that whole situation was messed up. Especially if you actually know what started it and know like how it led up to that. That whole situation was just crazy.
And just
honestly,
and just like what it says. It says that we're sorry that she died, but the officers are not responsible that she died.
What's crazy is they said that the ballistic report, they said that even when the dude blind fired inside, they said that none of his bullets hit her. So they're just like, we don't know who bullet hit her. I don't know if I believe that, but
I mean, come on, man. Somebody's bullet. I mean,
somebody's bullet. Y'all got it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not.
You keep records of all those guns, fam.
That's what I'm just. It just doesn't make any sense.
So when I saw that, I'm like, yeah, y'all lying. Y'all definitely covering up for these people.
Yeah, I mean that's the nature of law enforcement. You get the type of protection that a regular individual wouldn't see on any given day.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, hopefully, hell, I don't even know where this is gonna go, man. Cities have been protesting. People are obviously upset. This is just something that continues to happen, and I just see. I did see that there were 2 officers that were shot.
Yeah, during the
protesting.
Yeah,
and unfortunately, to a lot of people, this is gonna be a sign of the times to come. People are getting sick of marching. People are getting sick of protesting and getting the same results. And we're gonna start seeing, in my opinion, more of these extreme reactions.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's like, well, fuck it.
I'm not saying to justify it, but I don't want to see anyone get hurt. But at this point, if you ain't get the message when people was burning down buildings, you ain't get the message when people was protesting. I guess people don't really know where to go at this point.
Well, it's fed up. It's like what do they say about getting someone's attention? You speak softly, they ignore you. You speak a little bit louder, they ignore you. You speak a little bit louder, they ignore you. Then you start screaming, and they say you to calm down. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. I was calm, and you wasn't hearing me. So
yeah,
people, they get pushed to extremes when they feel that that's going to yield results. So the moral compass is blurred for a lot of people at this point. There was a time when people were anti-gun, and in the past few months, gun ownership has shot up.
Oh yeah,
and people are now thinking about things in a different way. And
I got friends who I never thought about buying guns right now.
People who you wouldn't think, who are owning weapons and just understanding, at least in their brain, that maybe the way that we've thought was working is not in fact working at all. Mm-hmm. So, prayers to the family.
Absolutely.
Like I said, I know that's just devastating news to hear, and just you feel like it's a slap in the face when you feel like there's some progress that was being made. I think they passed like a law
They passed the Breonna Taylor law. They can't
for the no knock warrants.
Yeah, no more no knocks. And you know, I think what's sad is like the dude. You know, they came in at 10 o'clock that night. That whole situation was just crazy. Whole sting operation over her ex. It's a messed up situation.
Yeah, man. It's terrible. Do
you think the police? Because you know, Kenny said he only heard him say they're the police once, and they said it multiple times. But I guess there's no really know.
No, listen, man. Like the way I feel about it, if it's a no knock warrant, then they wouldn't have announced that they was the police. They would have just kicked the door in.
Right.
And then his response as a individual who's protecting their home and assuming that this is
scared.
a home.
Probably scared, man.
Well, with someone kissing your door at 10 o'clock at night unannounced, you assume it's a home invasion.
Yeah.
And you respond accordingly, which is what happened. And unfortunately, Breonna Taylor was a casualty of that home invasion. So I'm not going to rehash. I mean, everyone knows the situation. And it's just, you know, unfortunately, a lot of people, I'm not going to say everyone, but a lot of people assume that this would probably be the outcome. You know, months of, you know, no words and nothing that kind of leaned towards any type of justice for Breonna Taylor. And, you know, it's sad. You know, I'm personally, excuse me, and this is sad to say, but I'm kind of numb to a lot of this shit, man. And I think that's for a lot of people, that's the sentiment. It's like, damn, we seen this movie 1,000 times.
Yeah, and you would think that with 2020 being how it is, from George Floyd to the dude, Ahmaud Arbery, to the guy who was what's his name? Shit, the guy who was hanging in the tree. Oh man, Robert Fuller.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
Yeah, man.
So you would think that, you know, maybe things will change. And I don't expect things to change overnight. Don't get me wrong, but you would expect some type of progress, at least.
It's hard to have hope when you want to have hope, but you just know what happens when you have hope.
Yeah,
you get let down. So it's just very hard. And like I said, I can't blame anyone for feeling pessimistic or, you know, cynical or just expecting the worst, because that's the story. It seems like almost every time. You know what I mean? So.
And then for us, and then it's only in America. That's the thing. Like, I'm not saying injustices don't happen anywhere else, but you know, other countries look at us like, the fuck y'all got going on over there?
It's a shit show, man.
Yeah,
it's a shit show. So, you know, when new information comes forward, of course we'll touch on it. But once again, prayers to Breonna Taylor's family.
Yep. And
rest in peace to Breonna Taylor.
Yep.
And it's a shame that, you know, justice has not been sought out for your murder. But again, having hope, hopefully, you know, things can be made right in your name and in your honor. So I just want to definitely make sure we speak on that before we go into the music news.
Absolutely.
So let's go ahead and transition, man. Let's get into some music news. So I saw that Kanye had given his Good Music artists his share of their masters after, you know, the past week he's been tweeting about different things regarding, you know, the music industry and different labels and just things that lended itself to predatory deals from record labels and just trying to do his part to make things right. Mm-hmm. And this is a step in that direction. So
yeah, that's a great move by Kanye to give all. That's a lot of money too.
Yeah,
that's a lot. That, like, those Good Music catalogs, you gotta think who signed. That's John Legend. You got Pusha T. You got Big Sean, Tiana Taylor, Designer with the Panda. Mm-hmm. You know that's a lot of money he just gave up. Yeah. So, you know, I'm not sitting here saying, you know, Kanye is the greatest human on earth, but that's a statement. And I think it's been a lot of stuff going on this week, so it probably got overshadowed. But make no mistake, that's huge.
Yeah, no doubt. And like I said, I think, this specific incident is good, regardless of how you feel about Kanye and the things he said in the past year, 2 years, so on and so forth. This is a tangible thing that is done. So it's kind of putting your money where your mouth is.
Yeah.
So again, this is a step in a good direction. This is a step in, I guess no pun intended, a good direction. But it's a good thing to see. We'll see what happens going forward and how he continues to try to fix this situation. And it's obviously something that's been talked about for the longest time: artists versus labels, the creator versus the business, and hopefully other big artists either follow suit, and not in this specific way, but just something that lends itself to actually treating your artists fairly in your capacity. It doesn't have to necessarily be like the exact same thing that Kanye just did, but just continuing that trend. And if we're really going to be collectively looking at this as people in the industry of music, it has to be more than just one.
Kanye.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. That was, shout out to him. Shout out to all those good music artists. And if y'all don't really understand the magnitude of that, Google who's on good music. Because I guarantee you there's a lot of artists on there. You probably huge artists that you didn't even know he signed. So, that's a big deal. So shout out to him.
Absolutely. But
we're not done talking about Kanye.
Yeah, speaking of
Kanye. Speaking of
Mr. West, he is
he's gone.
He's in Haiti right now. And you said he wants to build a city there?
Yeah, he wants to build a city because he said that's where slaves did their false revolt against their masters or something. I don't know. He posted it on Twitter. So he said he wants to build a city in Haiti called Ye-Land.
That's so.
That's not really the name of it.
That's
not really the name.
Okay, all right. I was about to say.
You better be like, that's the most what's narcissistic shit you could ever do.
Well, corny too, but yeah, that too. But just come on, man.
What if you really named it Ye-Land? That would be so cool.
That would be despicable.
That would be the most Kanye thing he's ever done. He will never top that.
Are you going to visit?
If he builds it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if he says tourists can't have sex out of wedlock?
I'll be there for 3 days. It'll be a 3-day visit, I'm sure.
In and out, huh?
I think he's trying to build Wakanda. Guarantee it.
Trying to beat Akon to the punch, huh? Him and Akon
racing
to
the
race for Wakanda.
Africa.
Man,
that's a crazy ass race. You saw the president greeted him at the airport when he landed.
Of course he did. I mean, look, it's we'll see what happens with it. He's starting to kind of put his energy. I think he's still doing music, or he's not releasing music at the time. So he's putting his energy into other endeavors, and we hope he continues this. And like I said, we'll see what happens.
He's a billionaire. He can do what he wants.
Well, almost. He's still fighting for.
He's a master.
Well, he can't do everything he wants because he's still fighting against people who can really, do what they want. So
yeah, that's true.
He's just kind of in a space where he can stand on it and not, take the hit he'll take is not like
major.
Yeah.
Like you think he's going? Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying he can sustain the hit. That's all.
You think he's gonna draw the best album of the year? He's gonna draw top. It's gonna be a top 5.
Maybe. I've heard some gospel albums that are pretty good, but I'm sure it'll be an upgrade from Jesus is King.
Oh yeah.
So
he dropped a song this year, "Wash Us in the Blood." People didn't play that enough. That was a good song.
It was good.
But all right, well, stay tuned on that. We'll definitely be tuned in to Ye-Land, and if it happens, I don't know. The world is weird, I guess.
Well, what else can we expect in this crazy year? So we may as well
what a year.
Keep it going. So.